What if peace isn't something we create, but something we uncover? The moment we stop fighting our own nature? Seth once said, "Your civilization is in crisis not because people are too free, but because they are not free enough." It's not spontaneity that destroys civilizations. It's fear. Fear of our own impulses. Fear of what might happen if we simply trusted the intelligence of life flowing through us. We've built entire systems, religions, governments, schools, based on the idea that human nature must be controlled, corrected, contained. But if we can't trust ourselves, how can we trust the world we've built? Seth reminds us, it was the natural inclinations of humankind that began civilization in the first place. It was cooperation, not control, that made tribes, families, and communities possible. The same life that breathes through you is not chaotic. It is intelligent, creative, self-balancing. So why do we equate spontaneity with irresponsibility, or abandon with evil? Why do we imagine that if we let go, we'll fall into darkness, when in truth, that surrender is what lets the light in? Seth said, "Your world is not in danger because you trust yourselves. It's in danger because you don't." We've built fences around the human spirit, mistaking protection for progress. But no fence ever made a garden grow. He came, he said, not out of duty, but because it was fun. Because creation itself is joy. And maybe that's the simplest reminder. We were never meant to earn our right to exist. The universe trusts you more than you trust yourself. There is nothing more beautiful, more powerful, than the desire to make the world better. But meditation alone isn't enough. Peace is not passive, it's active. To send out thoughts of harmony, compassion, forgiveness. That takes enormous energy. True peace requires aggression. Not the violence of destruction, but the courage to act, to love, to create. Aggression, Seth said, isn't the opposite of peace. It's the movement of life itself. When you radiate peace into the world, you're moving energy just as powerfully as any warrior does. You're simply directing it toward healing instead of harm. If you don't like the state of your world, you must change yourself, individually and together. You form your own dreams. You form your own physical reality. The outer world is the reflection of the inner one. Each of us carries a spark of eternal validity. When you honor yourself, you begin to honor that same spark in others. And when you love, that love is reflected outward and becomes physical, just as hatred does. No thought or feeling ever acts in isolation. Every emotion you hold becomes part of the shared world. The human race, Seth said, is a training ground for emerging consciousness. We're here to learn how to handle energy, to see that matter itself is thought made visible. And now more than ever, we're being asked to remember something ancient, to practice the inner arts of awareness, imagination, and trust. To know that beneath the surface of this visible world lies another reality, one made not of fear, but of consciousness itself. When you truly know this, peace stops being a dream of the future. It becomes the vibration of your present moment. Because peace doesn't come from controlling life. It comes from trusting it.